Today we're going to review an electric scooter that claims it can go 46 miles an hour and do up to 62 miles on a single charge. It has dual motors that total 2,800 watts of total output, and it runs on 60 volts, so this should be a pretty fun scooter. So in today's video, we're going to unbox this thing, take a closer look at it, then take it outside and see if it's worth the hype. And the first thing we see when we open it is a Mukuta, an inner tube, charging cables, and I don't know. And some plastic fenders. Looks like it should be for the Batmobile. Ooh, look at these eyeballs. Get a little peek at the green suspension. It looks like here's the locking mechanism. It's got this thing. Let's try this out. Don't know how I feel about this. It's got ergonomic style hand grips, assuming that's the throttle, power, assist modes, hydraulic brake levers. Here's the fluid reservoirs, some DTM button, don't know what that is, and looks like a horn. And dude, as I'm trimming this display off, it was meant to be. Here's the display, branded Mukuta. And apparently our entire life is going to depend on these plastic threads here holding the handlebars on. Don't worry, QC passed. Bro, this thing was double meant to be. Look at that color. Get this thing out of the box. And right away, the first thing I'm seeing on the deck here is a pile of metal shavings. This is terrifying for multiple reasons. One, I don't want to step on one of these laying around my apartment floor. And two, where do these come from? Did something get stripped on this thing? That point aside, the deck here is rubber. It feels like it's grippy. I just can't go on. Much better. The suspension on the front is adjustable, as well as the suspension on the back. The swing arms have this cool kind of wavy pattern on them, and the hydraulic brakes are nut calipers on both the front and the rear. Rotor size is not actually listed on the rotor, but they are drilled. And the tires are 255 by 80, 10-inch wheels. Here's the tread pattern. Looks like that's the horn mounted down here on the rear. This dainty little cable here might be susceptible to damage. And here's the footrest thing you get to, all that power. Dual charging ports here, which they give us. Two chargers, both of which are 2 amp chargers, 67.2 volts max charge. That's what a 60 volt at max charge is. Oh, it's got a little ring on there to make sure you don't lose connection. Don't need to use it, but you can. So hidden down here in the deck is a 60 volt 20.8 amp hour battery pack, although you can get this in a 60 volt 25.6 amp hour battery pack. This one's just a little less expensive and a little less range. You can see current prices linked in the link below this video in the description box. And it's nice that we do get an extra tire here. Oh, and running both those chargers at the same time, that'd be 4 amps total charge, basically 21 amp hour battery pack, 21 divided by 4, so about 5.25 hours to charge from empty to max. But if you want to extend the life of your battery and you don't care about fast charge, just run one of these. It'll take twice as long to charge, but a slower charge rate will, you'll see more life cycles out of your battery. Wonder what's in this thing. Yeah, make sure this 21 millimeter bolt is bolted down like my life depends on it. Tape might not be the stickiest. And the last little goodie we get. And it's just a kickstand, but it actually looks like a kind of more of a, just like a slightly nicer kickstand than I typically see on stuff. One interesting thing about these fenders is they only mount from one side, and then it's just like on this arm here. And these ones, these are extras because the fender is the thing that sticks out the furthest, so they're planning on, So this whole scooter weighs 70 pounds and is rated for 330 pounds max weight. I weigh 190 pounds. See what this thing feels like. Oh, nice. Rear suspension has a nice amount of play to it. My shoe size is 14. Here's what it looks like on the deck. It's all the way on the left side. So it's pretty wide. You can fit 2 shoes wide. There you have it. Standing sideways, a big shoe will kind of stick off the edge a little bit, but fairly wide deck. So it'll turn on when it's plugged in. Card, so this is like an NFC one. These, I suspect these are the, oh yeah, I think so, nice. So here's what the display looks like, fairly decent. It's color 1, 2, or 3, and it cranks up Shows you a little orange thing there. I'm gonna tap the power button here, so it gives you trip. Oh, voltage of the battery, nice. So 60.8, I'd say that's like just over half charge right now. Odometer, and then trip. So it looks like voltage of the battery will be the most useful metric there. They also give you a little bar readout there, but voltage is always, you know, more accurate. Then these buttons, I'm guessing that toggles dual motor. And then the horn. It said this horn is 110 decibels, which should be pretty loud. Let's see. Oh wow, it sounds like a train horn. Oh yeah, pretty loud, but you can like, if you just like tap it soft, like it'll give you like partial, like, but if you hold it, oh, it's so much louder if you hold it. At some point, these lights turned on. I don't know if it's when I turn the scooter on or what. Let me turn it off. Oh yeah, turn it off, they turn off, turn it on. Oh, it does have brake lever light. So you press the brake, it turns off the side ones. And grabbing the brake lever, it makes the little red light here on the back. Pretty neat, very responsive. To turn on the dual lights up front, you hold the up arrow. They are this bright, and they don't rotate with the steering wheel. They just point straight. To unlock the top speed, you hold down these two buttons. Go on over to P8. It's set to 28 kilometers per hour out of the box, which is 17 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and bump that on up to 99, 100. And then the other thing in the manual, I found out there are turn signals on this thing. How about that? Oh yeah. Holy smokes. 60 miles an hour. So with no load on the motor. All right, dudes, let's take the Mukuta 10 Plus out for a ride. Hakuna Matata. We got the GPS here, so we will get an accurate speed readout on this thing for you dudes. And I gotta tell you, as excited as I am slightly nervous. These high power scooters definitely freak me out. Let's power it up here. NFC, locked and loaded, prepare for takeoff. Oh yes, I was almost so excited I almost forgot to start the Strava to track our official range. Oh, these lights are kind of fancy in here in the elevator. And we'll try the steep hill test out here in just a few, but I actually want to get out here and try this thing. Some flat ground first. So first observations here, I cannot really, whoa, look at that car. Cannot really, dang, quiet Corvette, whoa. I cannot really see that display at all. So I'm really glad that I have the my GPS. Steering feels fine. So am I on dual motor? Oh yeah, I think that was dual motor. So now we're on single motor. This is full throttle on single motor. Dang, this thing's already hitting freaking 20 miles an hour on mode 1 with a single motor. And it is a sine wave controller, 32 amp sine wave controller. This thing feels pretty nice, honestly, at first observations. Try pedal assist, put it on number 2 mode here now, single motor. Not noticing too much of a difference in the speed, showing 25, and I'm just 26, and I'm just now realizing I freaking forgot my helmet at home. I think I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Let me bump it on dual motor power 3 and see what it does. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to get the helmet. But throttle control on this one seems way more linear than that, what do you call it, that cheap 1200 watt scooter, whatever one I did. The throttle on that one was absolute garbage. This one, first glance, seems way better. Suspension ate that curb up perfectly good. So using the dual motor button here does not give you any display, but it does, the button does go in and out, so you can physically tell if it's on or off. There we go, better than nothing. Let's hear the horn in here. It's so freaking loud. Okay, let's try some hill tests on this thing. So mode number 1 and single motor, let's just see what it can do. So they say, okay, this thing is climbing the 20% grade on one motor on mode number 1. Like, it could do it. Like, I'm certain it could do it. Let's try it on one motor on number 3 now. See if it gives it like any more power. So that actually feels like the same amount of power or torque or whatever. And now let's put it on mode number 1, dual motor. Ready, go! Oh shoot, we gotta start over, the thing's closing. Dual motor, number 1, assist. And okay, yeah. all right, yeah, we got the power for sure. This thing seems crazy powerful. Let me give it like more of a full throttle on number 1 mode now. Spinning the front wheel and yeah, let off. All right, that'll be enough on the hill test. Whoa, oh my goodness. So definitely want to be easy on the throttle here. Let's wind and weave through here just a little bit. So I have it on mode number 1. I think, yeah, this screen is like darn near impossible to see. But mode number 1, but on dual motor. Let me just kind of mash on the throttle here. Ready, go. Yeah, it seems like very, very quick throttle response, no lag. That super cheap scooter I reviewed, there was like a pretty noticeable lag. This one is like pretty instantaneous power. And I'm a little bit nervous to put this thing on mode number 2 on just dual motor now. I kind of wish there was like a little bit more further I could move my foot back to give myself, you know, a little bit more leverage, but mode number 2, dual motor, and still peeling out at like 20 miles an hour. So this thing is pretty darn powerful. I'm gonna lean more forward. All right. I'm really just kind of playing with the power. I'm not even like giving it, and the brakes feel good. Leaning forward. Oh my goodness, man, this thing is quite a lot of fun. So the hand grips are nice. They give you like a nice big flat area to put your palm on. The throttle, I don't really love these throttles. I think that somebody said I don't have it like positioned right or something. Let's just ease on power assist 2 and see what kind of top speed dual motor power assist 2 gives us. So it looks like it's showing 23 on the GPS. Wait a second, that might have been like a cruise control or something. I'm not sure. Let's try that one more time here. Dang, it's like so, yeah, that was on cruise control, because now, what the hell happened? It was, no, that's at 35 for a second. My God, dude, this thing is, I'm still on mode number 2. Woo! Holy crap. I don't know if this thing has regen brake or not, but the disc brakes on this definitely feel sufficient for sure. Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a top speed run on this thing today or not. Oh man, usually I hop out here on this road and do a high speed run. I am genuinely like scared. But I guess I'll just put it on there. What the heck? I think, yeah, it says mode number 3. Holy crap, dude. 26. Looks like now might be a good time to go out here. So suspension on this thing actually feels pretty darn good. I mean, I don't have a ton of experience with these. All right, I'm just gonna kind of ease on the power here and bring it up to speed slowly instead of just straight up mashing it. Dude, it's like cruise control, like just cruising me at 40. 41 I saw. Holy smokes, dude. I'm like passing cars behind me, like they can't even keep up with me. Well, they could, but oh my God. Dude, these scooters are... dude, you want to race? You trying to race, bro? You trying to race? All right, we're on all modes topped out here, but I'm not giving it full throttle. Come on, bro, I won't pass you. I could, but I won't. All right, let's try this speed bump, see how it feels. Ugh. I mean, not bad at all, really. Steering actually feels like decently stable. Like I can take my hand off. There haven't been like any like speed wobbles or anything yet, really. So I'm going to attempt to do a 0 to 20 speed acceleration run here. I don't think it's really going to be even possible to show you guys, but let's go for it here. Ready? 20. Oh my God, dude, 30 something. Yeah, I don't, like the GPS lags and you can't see that display, so I don't know how you would ever really know how fast you're going. But let's just say this thing is ridiculously fast. I can't really imagine wanting to accelerate any faster than that. Hey, do they make like electric paddle boards? That'd be kind of cool. So let's feel out how this power mode, what is it on? 1, so hard to see. Power mode 1 dual motor. Holy crap, dude, it still just like grips. So I don't really love how the hand grips here and the throttle works. Like it's not very ergonomic or like comfortable to like do this for me. Looks like it brings us up to like 23, 2. I think we're on 2. Yeah, 2. Gives considerably more power. This is like freaking warp mode already. And as I'm riding this, I'm just like, man, I hope these handlebars just stay on and don't fall off. All right, we can't even like ride this thing. It's so fast. We're gonna have to get it out on like the 405 highway or something. I'm really curious to see what kind of range we're gonna end up getting out of this thing. I'm a little confused on like the throttle. Like sometimes it seems like it'll take you faster, than other times it's like it's kind of cutting us off at some point. Oh, you want to race, bro? I'll race your bird scooter. Oh, here's the kind of roads we need for this thing. So going into a headwind, full throttle on power assist 2, absolutely smoking the bicycles. This thing goes 35. Let's try 3. I think that's 3. Into a headwind, it's showing 39, 40. Woo, watch out, buddy. This thing is ridiculous. I feel like there's regen brake or something at some times. I'm just confused about this scooter a little bit. Oh my God, dude. All right, let's go with a little bit of a tailwind now. I can always get a little higher speed this way, getting a bit of help from the wind. Oh yeah, ripping. Oh my God, what's to say? There's a Tesla behind me, 40. Please stop, Tesla. 44. 45. Looks about 40, 44, 45 is the top. With a 200-pound passenger. Yeah, I think there's regen brake, because it feels like a really strong brake, but it's like, wait, I'm just so confused about the braking. Like the braking felt like there was like a electric brake kind of for a moment. Oh my goodness, what a rush, man. Oh shoot, dude, this thing is an absolute blast. I'm getting comfortable. Like this one doesn't like feel like really sketchy at all. Like as a dude, I have like hardly any experience on these scooters. The amount of torque this has on these tiny little wheels is just incredible.
That thing's cool.
This thing is ridiculous,
That's
man.
Awesome.
I was just going like 45.
How fast is it?
45.
Shit, really?
Yeah. How fast does that one go?
Oh, these only go about 30.
That's all you need, man.
That's all you need.
So there's definitely some sort of cruise control on this, which I'm not really entirely sure how to activate it. But I'm just standing here, steering feels stable, cruising. So as I was saying, I don't like how this throttle works. I really appreciate the cruise control on this thing, just being able to chill. I bet you if you're talented enough, you could like ride this thing with no hands at all. It's a popping day out here at the beach. Get him. It's a free-for-all intersection. If you're showing up with a car, the lot is full. But even if it weren't, it costs you $18 today to get in here. In my last review, somebody was saying like you shouldn't ride this thing on like one motor or try like changing the motors like while you ride it. Is that true? Like why wouldn't you be able to do that? Why shouldn't you do that? So I do like that I can stand with both my feet like wide on this. It gives me like just a little break in that like forward backward stance. So wide deck, I do kind of wish the deck was a little bit longer. Dang, I can feel the ground shaking over here. One thing that I really like about these scooters is you can kind of just hop off them like and move them around way easier than like an electric bicycle. Throw it down, bro, throw it down. Is that a Mr. Beast advertisement up there? All right, let's check and see what our battery will. Oh no, I just broke my sunglasses in half. So I cannot see this display like at all, even with my face up like right against it. Battery voltage is reading 61.9, and that is after 7 miles, 36 minutes, so pretty much straight up hooning. So what is that? What would that be? About like 60 or 70% charge roughly? Let's try it off-road just a little bit here. Oh, popped a wheelie there. I'm gonna put it on dual motor. Oh yeah, we're on mode number 3, dual motor. How's it feel out here? I feel like the suspension is a little bit rough for riding off-road. You could probably change those settings, and I do weigh 200 pounds, so if you weigh less than me, suspension is something that's kind of, tunable per rider. Oh, that was a palm tree, just shredded my arms up a little bit there. Let's hit the sand. Oh! All right, dudes, one final test. We're gonna do the California incline. It's an 85-foot hill climb, 12% grade. Just see what kind of speeds we can do. Dude, that front wheel spinning is so fun. So this is 1. Plenty of torque. Let's just see if I can kind of control it, putting it on 2 or 3. So I think, oh yeah, that's 3. Oh yeah, now we're ripping. Oh yeah. It's like a good warning for people. They hear you coming when the wheel's spinning. So one thing about these front wheels is they kind of will spin out on you in turns. But it's fun. All right, let's see what kind of speed we can hit going up this California incline. 12% grade, 85-foot climb, already hitting 20, 30. 30 something. All right, we gotta stop. There's people up here in the lane, but that's at said 34 on the GPS, and it was still accelerating. I mean, I feel like this thing could probably hit top speed going up this California incline. This thing is ridiculous. And for those of you who are new here, we were just down there on the bike path. Whoa, somebody caught this place on fire. And dudes, I'm just realizing I have like a protective cover on this screen still. I don't know if that made much of a difference, but you can definitely read this a lot better in the shade. So 11.5 miles into this ride, hour and 10 minutes of ride time, we are sitting at 59.3 volts, so about 50%, and the bar readout is showing 3 out of 5 bars. So yeah, we'll see what we end up doing. So I don't know that it's entirely necessarily for me to do like a brake test on this bike, grabbing the brake levers all the way. They are hydraulic disc brakes and they work very good, but I don't really want to throw myself off the front of this thing. But ultimately, the most fun you can have on this thing is just skrrr. All right, dudes, down to 57.6 volts, 2 bars. Let's see what kind of pep this thing still has left in it. Full throttle, dude! Uphill, 40. Oh, I just lost my shades. Yeah, this thing freaking cooks, man. Actually, my shades are like hanging onto my helmet there. They're broken. And there's a fire truck coming. I don't know what we should do here. I guess we're just gonna go. And get back on the throttle. Yeah, this thing still got some pep left in it after about 18, 20 miles, catching up to the Mercedes. Fast as lightning, bruh. All right, let's see where we are here. Saying 57 volts, 2 out of 5, and that was after 19 miles, like an hour 52 ride time, and there's still like, I mean, this thing's still freaking burning rubber. Good. Power. 20. 30. 35. 38. So final thoughts on the Mukuta 10 Plus, dude. This thing absolutely freaking rips. If you're looking for something that's smooth and goes pretty much fast as lightning, I'd have to say this is probably the ticket. If you do want to grab one, there's a link below this video, a little discount link for you. I think the current price for the smaller battery one is $2,000, or you could get the slightly larger battery one. It's a little more expensive. Regardless of which one you want, my discount code will work for either. However, if this is not the kind of thing you're looking for, you're gonna watch this video next. Thanks for watching, dudes. Catch you next time.